Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been so gloomy and rainy this whole week, so if this video is a little bit darker and has more shadows, that is why. But I'm also not complaining because it has been so cozy and just the perfect atmosphere for making and knitting and crocheting. But anyways, I have been feeling so overwhelmed with all of my projects and all of the little tasks that I have related to my knitting and crocheting, so I decided that I needed to take some time to sit down and create a big to-do list for the month of October to give myself some direction for the month so that I also have a feeling of accomplishment whenever I'm able to finish something and I can check it off the list, because there's no better feeling than checking something off of a to-do list. And of course, I also had to add some stickers and some washi tape to my list just to make it feel more fun and exciting. This was very needed today. It is hitting the spot so much today. I made my little October to-do list. It is, I don't know when this video is coming out. It will be like the end of September / October. As I'm filming this, I still have like almost a week left of September, but I'm just calling it my October to-do list because the goal is to finish all of these by the end of October, and I will probably add more things to my list. Oh, I actually remembered something else I needed to put on the list. Okay, I'm back. So this is everything that is on my to-do list to finish by the end of October. So the first thing I have is my muscle burrow hat. Did I knit this last year or 2 years ago? I honestly can't remember, but I love this hat pattern because first of all, it's super easy to knit, but it also is great for using up fingering weight yarn. And I'm sure you've seen this hat before, but you just knit this long tube, but then it folds in on itself. So why am I so out of breath right now? I don't know why I'm out of breath. Anyways, so whenever I knit this, I, just knit until I felt like I was going to start running out of yarn. So I did the decreases on the other crown. And I just have never loved the length of it. I had wanted to make this long enough so that it folds up on itself, so that I have a nice brim, but I wanted it to still be a little bit slouchy and like poofy in the back, and I have to sacrifice one of those things. I either have to only wear it like this if I want some slouch, which gives it more of like a hipster look, which is not really my style, or I have to fold it up more like this, and then it's like a skull cap, which again is also weirdly like hipster, not my style. I just want to be like cozy girl in the woods walking with a little bit of poof and the double brim. And my solution to it was always to just knit another one and make it fit like how I want. I think one of the reasons why I ran out of yarn is I did use a smaller needle size, which it still created a tension that I'm really happy with. It just like I feel like ate up a lot more of my yarn faster. Anyways, my solution was I was just going to knit another one using a bigger needle size, and hopefully it would turn out. And then last week I was watching the Crazy Sock Lady's YouTube channel, her recent podcast episode, and she's been knitting some more muscle burrows recently. And she was sharing how whenever she like runs out of the color, she will just add in a scrap color at the top, which will be in the inside. And I was like, wow, that's actually a really good idea that I should do with this hat, because I'm not going to wear it unless it has a double brim, so I might as well fix it, and then this is a piece that I will actually want to wear. I love the color of it. This is Sorella Yarns Ivy from her Taylor Swift collection, so obviously like I love that, the fact that it's Taylor Swift yarn. And I love the idea that I can use up scraps of yarn in this as well. So ever since I saw that, I was like, you know what, I need to do that with my muscle burrow hat, and then I will have this one for this year, because I don't know if I will get the time to knit, because I do want a new one regardless, but I don't know if I will have the time to knit one before 2025. Like, I could see myself having time in the winter, but I won't have time this fall, and I think that this will be a relatively quick fix. All I have to do is rip just back to the crown, and then I would just knit the green until I run out, and then I will add in a scrap yarn. So anyways, this is on the to-do list for October. I currently am knitting a pair of fall socks, which is also on my to-do list. Where is it? I just made it to the foot of this pair of socks, and these are the needles that I used for the muscle burrow hat, so I'm trying to finish these as quickly as possible. I don't know if I will finish one sock and then start on the muscle burrow, or if I will just, I don't know, finish the whole pair before doing this. We'll see what I end up doing with that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but the reason why I can't do this right away is because I have to finish this. I could put this on waste yarn, but that just doesn't make sense to me, especially because I'm like halfway done. I'm like, I will just knit it, finish it, see where I'm at, see if I would rather start the second pair or the second sock, or start on the hat. So we will see what happens when I get to that point of making that decision. Okay, something else on the to-do list is finishing up my mossy blanket. So I already have the free pattern out. It is available for free on my blog. I will have it linked down below, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think she is so cute, but I did want to add in an extra skein of yarn, partially because I had so much left over, partially I just wanted mine a little bit longer. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to add in one more. And so this is a project that I can finish it in a relatively short amount of time. So I just want to maybe put aside a couple of my other projects for a day or two and focus on finishing this blanket. And I'm kind of thinking, because I just have this much more to crochet, that this is a project that I'm going to prioritize, because it's I'm kind of thinking the snowball effect here of like finishing the things that won't take as much time, and then it snowballs and working on the bigger things, and then you finally accomplish everything. So I think I just need that feeling of accomplishment with really anything on my list, because a lot of these will take a lot of time to finish. So I think I am going to prioritize this and focus on this, just so then I feel like I'm getting something done, because I literally have so many projects and I'm losing my mind, and I just need things to be completely done. Okay, I'm also not going to talk about everything on my list. I'm kind of just going to pick some things that I know that I'm going to be working on in this vlog, and who knows, I might make a little bit of a part 2 in this vlog series of like working through my to-do list for my knitting and crocheting. So the other thing is my folklore cardigan. I made a whole little section for my folklore cardigan because there's like multiple steps to it. So today I want to block all the pieces. I have them knit. I just need to block it, and then tomorrow I'll probably work on seaming it, which is like kind of scary but also really exciting, because it will finally like become a cardigan, which is so crazy and so exciting. Blocking it again is something that I can easily like check off the list, so that is something else that I'm going to do today. And then another thing that I want to do today, so I track all of my projects in Knit and Note. I don't really know. It is a free app that you can use to track your projects. I will have it linked down below. I know I talked about it in one of my other vlogs from this past winter, because in that vlog I was also like trying to catch up on all my projects, and one of the tasks was to put all my projects in. So I've gotten a little bit behind on tracking all of my projects in that app, and so I need to play catch up and put in all of the other projects that I have since started over the past month, and I have not put any of that in. This is my first year tracking every single project that I make. I think it will be really cool to see at the end of the year the variety of things I make and like how many things. So I think that will be really exciting, and I need to do that. It's just like one of those things that would be so easy to do in the moment when I start the project. I just like don't think about it. So I think that that's just a habit that I need to work on and work on being better about. And as far as the other things on the list, I just have a couple of designs that I want to work on, and some have been sitting around. You can kind of see a little bit of a sneak peek right here, but I think I'm going to save the designs for another vlog and kind of do their own separate vlog, have their own moment. So my main things that I want to focus on is locking the folklore cardigan, crocheting on the mossy blanket, and adding in all of my projects into Knit and Note. And if I can make some progress like on my socks and stuff, that would also be a bonus. So that is what I am focusing on in today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you are working on, or maybe tell me your list of little random knit and crochet things that you need to get done, and hopefully this video motivates you to accomplish those tasks. And with that, let's tackle this to-do list and let's be productive little girlies and get some stuff done. I also feel like I should shout out my slippers. I got these at Marshall's a couple weeks ago, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them, and I just love wearing them all day, every day. They're my favorite. I just checked my projects in the Knit and Know app in active. That's what, 7? And I have a couple of other projects to still add in, so I think I will have 9 active projects, which actually one of these I do need to delete because I'm not going to. It was a design and it's not turning out, so I'm just deleting that. But I have like two other projects to add in, so that's so fun for me. I'm literally so stressed about how many projects I have. Like, I know I keep saying that, but I just don't like having a ton of projects going on at the same time, and for some reason I have literally so many that I need to work on or should be working on. So anyways, I'm going to end my rant here, and I'm just going to add in the other couple into the app so that that is all done, and then I will have at least accomplished one thing. It is the same day. I just changed my sweatshirt, and it is time to finally block all of my folklore pieces. I cannot believe this moment is happening. I distinctly remember sitting down and casting on the back panel and then messing up and having to rip back. to the ribbing. So that was really fun, but I'm just so excited to see this cardigan finished. There's a part of me that's just ready for it to be done so I have time to work on other things, but I'm also just so excited and a little bit nervous for how it's going to turn out and how it's going to fit. I'm really going to focus on blocking out the sleeves, especially down here. I don't know if it's my tension or the pattern because I did not do a gauge swatch. I'm making the middle size, so like medium I think, but I'm really hoping to just like block it out and so it gets some more width to it, so then it's hopefully a little bit more oversized would be amazing, and then it just stretches out and relaxes the stitches. I wasn't going to completely wet block it, I was just going to stretch it out onto blocking mats and then pin it out. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of just want to dunk them in water, just because I feel like it will stretch out and maintain its stretch a little bit more, especially because I'm always hesitant to do that because yes, this is a acrylic wool blend, but the wool I think will help for it to just completely stretch out and maintain its shape. So I think I'm gonna go grab my wool wash, and I'm not really going to let it soak. I'm just gonna put it in until it's wet, and then I'm going to lay them out on the mat. I'm gonna be honest, wet blocking a project always scares the daylights out of me. It's just feeling so brittle, and I just did the 2 front panels, and I think I'm just going to block these overnight to see how they do. I don't want to potentially ruin the entire sweater at this point, so I'm just going to wait and see how these turn out. I have to keep telling myself, Grace, it's just water, it's just water, it's fine, it will all be fine, but I always just get so paranoid. So I'm going to put these on the mat and then save the other panels for tomorrow to see kind of how these dry before I decide what I'm going to do with the others. Okay, so I'm not freaking out quite as much. I can't remember what I said yesterday, but blocking is definitely one of those things that it's just, you have to trust the process. It looks so much better today. It was just looking so like, oh my gosh, not good yesterday, and I was so nervous. But I am very happy with how it dried. It definitely feels more delicate and the stitches feel more relaxed, so that's good. So I think I'm going to block the sleeves today, and then tomorrow I'll block the back panel. I didn't realize, or I forgot, I'm glad that I only did these 2 before getting them all soaked, that I don't have enough space on my blocking mats for all of the pieces. So it is going to like take me this whole week to block everything just because I don't have the space for all of the pieces, so I have to do them like in sections, I guess. So anyways, I am very relieved that I don't think I will have to start over. No, I think it looks really good on camera, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. Once I checked these this morning, and I was doing some other things this morning, I remembered that I have this sweater that I finished knitting sometime last fall, I think. I don't quite remember. It's just a simple knit raglan, and I like the fit of it overall, except I did accidentally make the sleeves a little bit too small, and I did wear it a couple times last year, and I did enjoy it, but I don't think I ever gave this a wet block, and I think that I should block it, and I think it will just help soften up the fabric. It is already pretty soft. The mohair is a little bit itchy. I held Hobie's mohair and some yarn from Sorella together to make this sweater. It is really lovely and really beautiful. I love it, but I just think I would love it even more with the sleeves longer, and I think if I wet block it, it will make that a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my list of things to do in October. I want to finish blocking all of the folklore panels first. While I'm just kind of here blocking a bunch of things this week, I might as well block this and see how it turns out, because I think I will just enjoy it and wear it even more once I can relax the stitches a little bit. Okay, y'all, guess what I just finished? I finished the mossy blanket. I am officially done with this crochet project. I think I started it maybe about a month ago or so, and I am so happy to have it done, and I'm so happy to have a new crochet blanket to snuggle up in this winter. I already know that this is going to be a new favorite, and I am so excited to use it, and it feels so nice to have a project done, because like all I've been doing the past month is starting projects, and I've finished like 0. I literally just ran to go turn on the air because it just got really hot in here all of a sudden. So if you hear that, that's why. But I am so happy that she's done. I'm absolutely obsessed with this stitch and really just this blanket in general. I think if I were ever to make a blanket for a gift, it would be this blanket, hands down. It is just so fun to crochet, and I think it just creates the perfect texture, and it's just so nice, and it's just so modern and squishy, and I love it so much. So with that, I can check it off on my October to-do list, and I can check it off in the Knit and Know app. I do not have my phone in this room. It is currently charging, but I can also do that when I go back into my room. So let's see here, where is it? Mossy blanket. And I have 2 check marks, the mossy blanket, and then putting in all of my new projects. I did go ahead and add a couple more things to the to-do list. So I have blocking the sweater, which I talked about yesterday, that knit sweater that I think I made last year. I want to block that once I'm done with the folklore cardigan, and then I also want to organize my yarn. I have accumulated a nice little stash, and I kind of have yarn in different places, and I just want to go through, organize my yarn, maybe get rid of some yarn that I know I'm not going to use, and really just organize it because it's kind of driving me crazy. I have some yarn under my bed, I have some in my office, I have some kind of in my little whip corner, so I just want to dump it all out and organize it again, which that actually might be a whole video of itself that we might do. So anyways, that is where we are at on our to-do list. I blocked the sleeves yesterday, so they are currently drying. I just checked them because I wanted to block the back panel now, and it is still not completely dry, so I'm just gonna let them sit there. I'm going to go run some errands. I need to go to the library, and then I want to go to a thrift store, so I think I'm going to let it dry for now, and then when I come back I will block the back panel, and then all of the pieces will be blocked, and then later this week I can start seaming it together, which is so exciting and so crazy. Also, just need to show you a little bit sneak peek of a new fall winter-ish design right back there. So exciting. I'm so obsessed with it, and I think it will be so cute, and I really hope it turns out how I have in my head, because I've already had to rip back so much. But I am optimistic that we are on the right path with it, and that it will be so cozy and so cute for fall.